Hey, what's going on, family? I hope everybody is having an absolutely amazing day. Welcome once again, and I'm so grateful to have you tune into another video that I promise you will move the needle in a positive direction towards your goals, towards your life experience, and the vision that you have for the next year of your life. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted to talk to you guys about eyesight versus mindsight. I heard a story a little while ago that really riveted my spirit, and I wanted to share that with you. As you guys know, the political scope right now in America is shaky, right? Job security is unimaginable. It's horrible. I know so many people personally that have lost their pensions and unfortunately have been laid off of their jobs. But I want to talk to you about a story of two gentlemen that had a very secure position with a company that had been working there together for quite a long time, and all of a sudden, like anybody else, they were laid off. After being laid off, the two gentlemen were left with a choice, and I want you to write that down right now. Decision, choice. Cause and effect. Well, these two gentlemen looked at their situation and it seemed very bleak. Both of them had been in that job, had been in that career for over 20 years. So they didn't really know what to do with their life at that point. One of the guys looked at it as a horrible thing to happen, right? He didn't know where to go, what to do next. And he became very cynical. He became very toxic about his life. He began to drink all the time. He began to, not necessarily batter, but he began to speak down on his wife and speak down on himself because he just was very unhappy about the current situation. He began to talk to all his negative friends, right? All the same people that were laid off at the same time. And a lot of their conversation was around the fact that there are no jobs available. But then you had another gentleman. Right? He looked at the situation a little bit differently. He said, you know what? Even though I lost my position, even though I lost my job, I know that somewhere out there has to be another position for me available. I just simply need to find it. So he began to go to work every single day. Instead of going to work from 9 to 5, he would make it his duty. He would make it his responsibility to look for a position. Well, he was being turned down. You have way too much experience. You know what? You're not going to be here long. You know what? We don't have any positions available. And at some point, he just went into an employer and said, you know what? I don't care whether you want to hire me or not. I don't care whether you want to pay me or not. If you give me this position, I just simply want to work. I don't want to stay at home anymore. I want to be useful. How can I add value? Write that down. Add value to you. Well, the gentleman that was toxic, time went on, nothing happened in his life in a positive way. But the gentleman that decided to look at the positive scope, look at the positive way of life, just so happened 4 months later that there was a manager that quit. But guess what? This guy, because he had been coming earlier than anybody else, being the last person to leave, offering more value than anybody else that was employed and being paid there, guess who got the position? That's right. The gentleman that had worked for free. Now, unfortunately, this story doesn't end well. The other gentleman, because he didn't see a way out, because he had been so convoluted in what had happened in the past, because he didn't have a vision for his future, ended up committing suicide. Very sad setup. Guys, I want you to think about eyesight versus mindsight. As I look outside right now, it's probably about 15 degrees out there. It's blistering cold. Probably not the climate or conditions that most people want to go into a commission-only environment or even want to have to go door to door to provide for their family. Guys, I'm faced with this type of decision every single day, along with so many of you. I know there's so many people that watch these videos that may be a part of network marketing, may be a part of real estate, whatever it is, you're building something, you're an entrepreneur. Eyesight versus mindsight, right? Judge not according to appearances, but right judgment. The gentleman that got fired and said, you know what, there's other jobs out here. He had a vision for his life. He had a vision, as we talked about before. Vision is really the ability to stay disciplined. It's the ability to have restrictors around where you're going, what you're doing, what you're going to say, who you're going to associate with. The gentleman that had lost his job and saw nothing for the future, all he saw was what was happening in the present. How happy are you right now? How happy are you in this moment? Because your happiness is probably predicated on what you think your life should be right now. I encourage you, my friends, to let go of that feeling. Let go of what you think life should be. Let go of, hey, I'm going to be happy once I get. I'll be happy once I lose. I'll be happy once I receive. Because the truth of the matter is, you don't even know what that feels like. You're basing it off of a set of circumstances that you aren't even sure of. You're basing it off of what you saw on social media or what you saw on television. And I encourage you, be very careful about how long and what you watch on television. Look at the word, television. They're telling you the vision for your life. And many times as you scroll, you're not even able to dictate what you consume. So I encourage you, my friends, do you have eyesight or do you have mindsight? I want to give you 3 ways to ensure that no matter what's going on in your life right now, that you can keep your vision on things for the future and be grateful in the moment. The first one is gratitude. The common denominator of anybody that I've seen that's been successful, whether in their life, in their business, in their personal, in their fitness, whatever it may be, is the fact that they were extremely grateful. They had a regular routine for gratitude. What is your routine for gratitude? Well, I'll tell you mine. Every morning, as soon as I wake up, I don't care whether my feet hit the floor, the minute I open my eyes, I'm grateful. I'm thinking about all the incredible things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my daughter. I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for all of my children. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for my eyes just being able to be open. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm able to think. I'm grateful for the fact that it's silent in my home. Think about that, guys. There's probably other worlds, other countries that have bombs going on outside, or people in our own communities that unfortunately outside they're hearing nothing but chaos, gunshots, right? I'm happy to have peace. I'm happy to be in this bed where I feel the warmth of my wife next to me. I feel the warmth of the covers over me. I feel the covers. How many people do you know that may just simply not have feeling? What would you do if right now you had absolutely no sight? What would you do right now if you had absolutely no legs? Instead of thinking about all the things that you could have, what are you grateful for having right now? Gratitude is a seed for faith. Gratitude is a seed for more. Imagine my daughter coming to me every single day and telling me, Daddy, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that you go out and provide for us. Don't you think that would encourage me to give her more? Well, I believe that your Heavenly Father is the same exact way. But number two, I want you to make sure that you have your vision written down. The problem with the gentleman that ended up committing suicide because he saw nothing else in his future is he had no vision. His vision began to absorb into his mind, and he began to speak on what was happening every single day. Have you ever heard people gossip about what's happening right now, or what the president is doing, or what's not happening for their life, or who did what to who for how many pennies, right? Look, they're just talking. What I love about the friends that I have right now, what I love about the vision that we have right now, is all we talk about is the future. All we talk about is the future happening now, how grateful we are for the opportunity we have right now, how incredible things are going to be, how incredible the people are that are coming into our business right now, right? Being grateful. There's a thin line, which we'll talk about in another video, but being grateful, but also having a vision, having that thing written down, having it where you can steadily see it every single day is going to keep you on that path. And then, my friends, I want to talk about your environment. Number 3, your environment. How do you set up your environment to win? Well, me personally, I do it with pictures. I do it with a set of words. Everywhere around my home, you're going to see a different words. You're going to see a picture of the home that we have right now, right? Where you're going to see $1,000 bills all over the house. You're going to see words all over the house of exactly what we're manifesting in our lives right now. We have words like love, like believe, like faith. Guys, that's going to get into your thinking. That's going to absorb into your subconscious mind, and thus it's going to affect your thoughts affecting your words obviously affecting your emotions, and then you act on it. And that's the same thing that gentleman did. He acted on the vision that he has for the future. So what I encourage of you right now is to make sure that you use the greatest gift that God has ever given you, which is your ability to make a decision. It's not so bad that the things that you think may be causing you to go down the wrong path. No, it's not that. What you think is just simply in your mind. But once you act on it, that vision will allow you to have a guide, to have a navigator for your life. So make sure you're applying these things. Guys, if you do this, I will see you at the top, not from the top, because you deserve it. Have a great day, guys.